The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The 26-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Watch the screen. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check him.
On 1st down, Peyton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Peyton. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. So they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the counter with Dixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Rush in. Rush in.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Mike, he's not going to get me. Big ass. Check it out, Reed. Watch, twitch.
They'll run on first down. It's Craig. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd down, it's Craig, and he's got room. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there, 69 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go. than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. Peyton. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Peyton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly. And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes. And he went all the way into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
65.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Peyton. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down by Gibril. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
3 down, 3 down. Joker.
On 2nd down now, Peyton. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Orbit. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
53 is the mic. All day, baby. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. So we got man. Ball trot. 53 is the mic. There go.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
I got you, boy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, it's Craig. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be.
They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He was looking for Parker that time.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 11. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll run on 1st down. Craig, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check. Squeeze. Check.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D. And
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, it's Craig. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the... Ravens 9-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return. With more after this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 53. Crunch time, defense. Check the backer. Check the backer.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Check. 53's Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Let's go.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Dolphins 42. Ravens 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.